Hi, my name is Sophia, or Oat Milk Makeup on Instagram and TikTok, and now on here. I wanted to start making YouTube videos so I could do more in-depth makeup tutorials. For this first video, I just wanted to do an everyday, grungy sort of makeup look. So I've already prepped my skin with a moisturizer, an eye cream, and a facial oil, so I'm just gonna start with primer. I'm using this luminizing primer so I can get a kind of glowing from within look beneath my foundation. Recently I've been doing concealer before foundation, so I'm just gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape concealer and just put it over any acne scars or active acne. This concealer is a bit too dark for me, so it doesn't really look right if I use it on top of foundation because my foundation is a lot lighter because it matches my skin tone, but underneath it works. For foundation, I'm using the Clover by Clove Serum Foundation in the lightest shade. So I'm just gonna take it with a brush and just starting in the center, blending out. I don't like heavy coverage, so this foundation is good for that because it's not super heavy. It's pretty light on the skin. And anywhere that I need more coverage, like where there's a lot of redness, I can just build it up. Then I'm just gonna use a sponge with some setting spray to just make sure that there's no brush streaks. I'm using this lip serum that is also a lip plumper. It makes my lips feel really hydrated, and also makes them look a bit bigger. But it doesn't burn like a lot of lip plumpers do, so that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna do eyebrows and then go back to the face. So I'm going to use this styling wax from Colourpop with some setting spray. I'm just gonna brush this through my eyebrows up and slightly in the opposite direction of hair growth, just to get the product really into all the hairs. Then I'll brush them up and I'll kind of roll the brush, makes them stay up a bit more. Then I use my finger to kind of push the hair down as well. And then with the brush again, I just kind of move the very top of the hairs in the direction of hair growth, just so that they're not like too crazy. I just want them to look a bit fluffier, but not like super big. Okay, while I wait for that to fully set and dry, I'm going to go back to the face. So for contour, I'm using the Anastasia stick foundation in Fawn. It's kind of a ashy brown color. It's good for pale skin, I would say. But I'm just gonna take it on this like angled brush and just put it into the hollows of my cheeks. I'm tapping out a lot of it so that's not super harsh. I'm also going to take this under my jaw. I'm not really bringing this onto the face. I don't want to slim down my face, just define my jaw a bit more. I'm also taking it on a smaller blending brush and I'm going to put it under my lips to make them look a little bigger, just subtly. And also my philtrum, again for the same reason. For my nose, I'm going to do some at the bottom and then coming up at the sides just to like very slightly slim down the bottom, the like tip of my nose, I guess. I don't like extreme nose contour on me, but to add a bit more dimension. For blush, I'm using Glossier Cloud Paint in Storm. It's one of my favorite blushes, and I feel like it's lasted forever. So I'm just going to grab a brush. I'm just put some on the back of my hand, and then with the brush, I'm just tapping into it, so I don't get too much on there. And I'm putting this really high up, kind of where I put highlight. Okay, so there's acne scars and stuff that weren't covered by foundation or the first layer of concealer. So I'm taking a concealer that actually matches my skin tone and just doing like a really tiny amount with a really small brush, and then patting it out really lightly so that it stays in place. I'm skipping under eye concealer because for this look, for any grungy look, I think it looks better to just keep your under eye circles. I'm even gonna accentuate them more later, so I'm just going to use some powder here, which tends to get kind of shiny. I'm gonna put it anywhere that gets shiny. And forehead a bit. And I'm gonna leave the rest of my face because I like general glowy look. I just don't like it to look like super shiny. Going back to the eyebrows, I'm going to just take this black, it's not really black, it's more like a dark gray eyeshadow, and with an angled brush, I'm really lightly using like upward motion just to keep the brows looking natural. I'm concentrating it to the mids to ends of my eyebrows. And then I'm also going to just extend my eyebrows a tiny bit out. For freckles, I'm using Pseudo Labs Freckles Kit, and I'm using the little stick that you're supposed to use to flick the brush at your face to create like natural looking freckles, but I just want more control over the placement of them. Putting it mostly in the center of my face, on my nose and center of my cheeks, and just tapping them out so that they're a little softer instead of just like harsh dots. Though some I will leave a little darker to add some variation to them. Okay, moving on to the eyes, I'm using one of the browns from the same palette I used for the eyebrows. And just putting this all over my eye, but avoiding just under my eyebrows. I'm going to take some darker browns and put them just on my eyelid. I want this to be really smoky, but kind of soft, grungy look. I'm just gonna blend those colors together using a brown that's kind of in between the light and the dark colors. I'm also blending this out, kind of just like straight out. Now using a clean brush, I'm just gonna make sure the edges are well blended out, so there's no harsh lines. And it just blends nicely into my skin. I'm gonna use a black pencil liner now to line all around my eyes. I'm also gonna put it in the waterline and tightline. And again, I'm extending this out a bit. Not too much though, because I'm gonna use a brush to smoke it out. All right, using a small brush, I'm just going to bring this out a bit and make it more smoky and smudgy. Using a slightly bigger brush, I'm gonna take the dark browns and just smoke this out more. It's really all about layering. Now taking a fluffier blending brush, I'm going to use the lightest browns in the palette and just soften the edges of the bottom. Just create a nice gradient. I'm gonna take it down pretty far so that it's a little messier looking, grungier, I guess. And I'm also going to accentuate my eye bags a bit. I know not everyone likes how this looks, but I do. I just think it adds dimension to the face. Also, I just like the tired look I always have. I'm just gonna redefine the lash line with the black eyeliner and then not blend that out. Just because I want extra definition on the lash line. I'm gonna extend the eyeliner into my inner corner, just using kind of like all of the browns. Doing this instead of using the black liner so that it looks just a little softer. All right, now time for mascara. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes first. For mascara, I've been trying out the new Milk Rise mascara. I think I like it. I don't really know yet. I really like their other one, the Kush mascara. I'm doing heavy mascara for this look. Doesn't really matter to me if it clumps up a bit. Kind of like how it looks. And again, I think it goes with this look. I think I like the mascara. Oh my god, I just jabbed myself in the eye, like fully. Oh my god. It's burning. Okay, moving on to the lips. I'm going to take a small blending brush and just go over the top of my lips and bottom. Just like the edges, I mean. I do kind of overline my lips. I guess this isn't really lining, but with the eyeshadow, make my lips look bigger. I'm concentrating this to the center of my lips. I'm not really bringing that to the sides. On the bottom I do, but not the top. For lipstick, I'm using this one from Romantic Beauty. It's kind of a muted brownish red. Just kind of tapping on my lips and then using my finger to blend it out and mix it in with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna then take a brown lip liner and just go over, kind of overline just the center of my lips. I'm not gonna take that further down the map. I'm blending it down a bit, but I want most of the color to be at the top. It just kind of hides the Cupid's bow, which I like. Also gonna bring this down on my lower lip and do the same thing. Have most of the color in the center and then blend it out with my fingers. Although I do have some patches on the side of my lips where there's just like no color, so I'm gonna try to add some color back to there. I'm gonna go back and with the eyeshadow to just make sure the edges are still blurry. Also gonna put a bit more lipstick. Tap it out. Okay, to finish off the look, I'm gonna use the Milk Star Stamp Liner and put a little star right at the corner of my eye. I guess like cheekbone. Okay, I think this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If there's any video ideas that you want to see from me, let me know in the comments below. And all of the products will be listed in the description box. Subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future, and you can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram to see more makeup looks. But I think that is pretty much it, so bye.